Well, Todd, very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Congratulations on the show. I've seen the first few episodes. And so watching the first episode, it kind of introduced to this family, the Rayburn family. And for me, I'm kind of thinking, oh, well, I'm watching this really well-adjusted, kind of idyllic family living down in Florida, and then the black sheep returns and everything goes wrong. But as it unfolds, we kind of realise that's not actually the setup. Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, in some ways, yeah. I mean, not the setup that it's not this really well-adjusted family part, or yeah.
And so, I mean, Ben Mendelsohn's character, when he turns up, he seems to throw a spanner in the works.
Mm-hmm.
Was that what you wanted to do straight away, to kind of like lull us into this false insecurity that he is he's the guy that's going to come and mess everything up, but actually we see that the family issues are much deeper rooted?
Absolutely. I mean, for us, I created the show with my brother Glenn and our writing partner Daniel Zellman, who we've known for 25 years. And for us, a huge part of storytelling is presenting something to an audience, letting them draw their own conclusions, and then the more time the audience spends with the characters, turning that on its head and really, hopefully engaging with the audience in an entertaining way, so that the audience realizes, oh, wait a second, those first conclusions that I drew are not what I feel now halfway into the series, are not what I feel 3/4 of the way. They've been turned again. But that it's all coming from a place of character, and that we're not contradicting ourselves. It's more like your conclusions were, yes, your conclusions, but they're assumptions based on limited knowledge. And then the more knowledge you have, you may draw, other conclusions.
And we get in the first episode, Kyle Chandler's character says, we're not bad people, don't judge us.
Right.
Is it a case that maybe we can judge them, but just wait a little bit?
Well, there's, yes, absolutely. But, you'll also, a technique that we're using in Bloodline, which we didn't use in Damages, is voiceover. And what he's saying at the beginning to the audience will be revealed by the end of the series to have its own spin on something. So you'll have to wait till the end to see where that voiceover is actually coming from.
Is it a story that you've got that's kind of limited to this one season, or is there potential to roll out further? Because it seems to me like something that could be very self-contained if you wanted it to be.
Well, from our point of view, when we went to sell the series, and we went to multiple places to sell it, it presented itself to us as what could be 6 seasons of an exploration of family within the Rayburn family. And very much the events that happened by the end of the first season to this family helps launch the show, and in a way has the audience experience the family as kind of stepping through the looking glass. And so season 2, if there will be a season 2, all of a sudden we're just at the starting place of now we're through the looking glass and the whole world has been turned on its head. And what flows from that would then lead into season 3 and beyond.
You mentioned working with your brother. Is that something, is family an important thing? Is that what attracts you to the theme of family here?
Sure. I mean, it's a huge part of our lives. We think it's a universal theme of family, whether you come an only child or come from a family of multiple siblings. Everyone has a family. And so to actually have the experience of writing this show, and we've collaborated in the past, and working with my brother, but also with Daniel, who we've known for 25 years, who's essentially a family member, so to speak, allows us to pour all of our thoughts and experiences into the series. And it's not that those thoughts and experiences stop. Even in writing it, we then face other challenges and trying to, debate what stories to tell and like that. But it's been an amazing journey to collaborate and then create this series Bloodline, which is really fundamentally a family drama. And
you've got a tremendous cast assembled. I mean, especially in the family, but beyond that. Did you write any of the roles with specific actors in mind, or how did that cast come together? Sure.
Well, we got very, very fortunate with the casting, and so much about it is actors' availability. But when we went out to sell the series, in describing the characters as an example for the parents, we said, actors like Sam Shepard and Sissy Spacek, and then to jump ahead 3 months and we've actually cast them and they're going to come down to Florida and be with us is just an extraordinary experience.
And did you approach storytelling any differently once it became Netflix that was the destination for the show? Because once you know that people are going to be getting all the episodes in one batch, I guess you can play with the pacing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let things unfold.
Absolutely. I mean, I think it gave us greater freedom to approach these 13 hours of this first season as a movie. and get into greater nuance of character, and also have an understanding that if someone is going to join us for the ride of this show, that most likely they will see every episode and won't miss an episode because they were out to dinner that night when the episode aired, you know, week to week. That if you watch 2 episodes and then step away for a period of time, when you come back to it, you know exactly where you are and you can pick up and continue through.
Yeah. Well, thanks very much for speaking to you,
pleasure.
Todd. Congratulations on the show.
Thank you very
looking
much.
forward to see the rest of it.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey, you guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yes.
Nice.
Hey!